Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture to see how those incidents affect our daily lives. Listen, we are trudging through. We are trudging through. We are about to review episode 4 of Unprisoned. This is a show produced by Kerry Washington and Delroy Lindo on Hulu. I've already reviewed episodes 1 through 3 in a video, and I'm doing episode 4. I've seen half of episode 5, so I didn't feel fair to try to do 4 and 5 in this one video. I'm gonna go ahead and do 4 and do 5, 6, and 7 in another video, and then do the season finale video. So in this episode, we have Paige. She's still having issues of trust with her father. And it's rightfully so because, her father, every time that he was supposed to be in her life where she can trust, he left. So you can kind of see Paige's personality in the fact that she has very surface relationships with people. I think her sister and her foster sister, is a relationship that she has that's deep because she knows that foster sister is not leaving her. But everyone else, she has kind of a surface relationship. Now, she doesn't have that with her son, Finn, but she does have a surface relationship with everybody because, again, her father has set the precedent that people leave. Her mother set the precedent that people leave. So she's living, the people who were close to her, the people who were supposed to provide and protect her, via her mom and her dad, for some reason, these people leave her. And so she, like I said, this is why she was very surface like in this relationship with this married man. She knew he was going to leave at some point. So she was just going to be all, oh my gosh, we love each other. Delusion is not the word that I want. Yes, it is. She wants to be delusional about their relationship and what that relationship means to the both of them. So now we see with her father, and she has a very difficult time in believing her father when he tries to tell her what happened to her job at Parmesan Garden. Woo! Child, they could have said Anchovy Garden or something, but they said Parmesan Garden. I'm gonna keep going. And so she has a very difficult time. Now we see what is her father's name? It'll come to me. We see him. He is working at this thrift store, this religious thrift store, which is quite interesting. Working in stores that are, let me tell you, this is just quite interesting thing. It's always interesting to things like that. Those in religion want to separate, because I know in my state, churches and can start their own schools, they can start their own daycare centers, they can start their own things, but they want it to be separate from the state. They don't want the state to come in and to kind of license them. It's a whole a funny little type of deal. So they get away with things that an average employer can't get away with. And when they were talking about the 15-minute lunch break, we know that you have to a lunch break has to be 30 minutes or an hour. The baseline, the minimum is 30 minutes. And so when they were talking about a 15-minute break, 15-minute lunch break, and his name's gonna come to me, Delroy Lindo's character, he was like, no, I don't play that. I got to meet my daughter and my grandkid for lunch, and I'm gonna go to lunch. And he subsequently got in trouble for it. One of the things, while he was having lunch, he had an epiphany, like, look at these people. They're out here making money off of a food truck. And while he was at the thrift store, he was around this little ice cream refrigerated kind of bicycle cart. So somebody probably back in the 50s or the 60s was selling ice cream or cold goods out of that bicycle freezer type situation. I know there's a name for it, but that's what it was. And so he had the idea of purchasing it and turning it into a ice cream truck. Now, prior to that, we see, again, like I said, we see Paige struggle with getting the truth out of her father, and she subsequently believes what he says, and that the reason why he was working at the thrift store. We also see that he quits the thrift store, and the way he quit was epic. He told the manager off. He made sure that he understood that, he wasn't treating people good. You were up here giving people 15-minute lunch breaks. You fire a guy after he's hurt on the job, which was crazy within itself. So that was telling me that this separation of church and state, that they're not even wanting to make sure that their workers are okay. uh but they fired that man. It was a whole lot of stuff. So again, Paige's father quits. He quits, and he talks to Paige about it. And Paige just finally decided to realize that, hey, her father is doing the best that he can with what he has, and she just has to support him the way she needs to support him. Plus, she does have to guard her feelings. So she lets him know that she's proud of him. And then he quits his job. La 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 loo. And that was pretty much the episode. What did y'all think? Like I said, it wasn't that much, and I didn't want to get into episode 5 because I only watched half of it. But tell me what y'all thought of this episode. Where do you think Paige and her father's relationship is going? We also see Paige is getting quite cozy. Quite cozy with the probation officer, and they have not told I want to say his name is Edwin, but I don't think that that's his name. But they haven't told Paige's father that they're in the relationship like they're in the relationship. And Paige recognizes that this relationship is going to be more than surface. And so she's very protective of it, in the sense that she doesn't want to bombard him with her silliness, her insecurities, and all those different things. So she's really trying this. She really likes this relationship. I think she really wants this relationship, but I do see her father sabotaging the relationship. I do see Paige sabotaging the relationship. Y'all, the only one that seems like they have an ounce of maturity is the baby and the grandbaby be the only one that be the voice of reason in this in this whole show. But anyway, tell me what you thought about this show. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the series. My other series, Young, Famous, and African, is out today. So I am going to be watching that along with this. So these will be the two shows that I will be reviewing. I'm also doing, I've got my pop culture chat. I've gotten a lot of information with this Jonathan Major stuff. So go check out my pop culture chat on that. All right, people. And as always, bye-bye.